you posted something about the Pentagon getting pissed off at you and sending you an email that they don't appreciate you disseminating open source information and that you're not doing it through the proper channels. Former CIA officer, Libyan crisis before, during, and after the 9/11 attacks, counterterrorism analyst, targeter for the CIA, senior advisor on the Select Committee on Benghazi, NGO official working across multiple conflict zones, including Afghanistan, Ukraine, and Sudan, known to be 10% humanitarian, 90% warlord. We have a love-hate relationship.
So we are the ones on the ground getting the information. So it's obviously not classified channels, right? We're not going to foreign militaries. We're not going to the intelligence community and getting this information. So it's publicly available, and we can basically share it with whomever we want because it's completely unclassified.
According to intelligence reports cited by international media, Hamza bin Laden, the son of Al-Qaeda chief Osama bin Laden, is alive and leading the terror outfit. International media reports suggest that Hamza is secretly running the Al-Qaeda from Afghanistan.
The last piece is they want this October 7th style attack in multiple places in Europe and then in the US. And that's the one that Scott talked to you about that we had, in the AQ 2.0 book. But I realized he didn't give it to you when he was here.
Al-Qaeda 2.0, the upcoming attack on the United States and Europe unveiled.
The outlet said that the man dubbed the Crown Prince of Terror is hiding in northern Afghanistan under the constant protection of 450 snipers.
These guys, I think it was you that posted a video of an Al-Qaeda training camp, and it was almost like a display. It looked like a well-done YouTube video of skills. Is that common?
Yeah, but that's a step down. So
that was really
good. That's Taliban.
I'm going to overlay that video for the audience to see just how sharp these guys are getting. That's really good.
Well,
when I saw that, it scared the shit out of me.
Remember, their life is they train all the time.
Why would you come from all across the world through the southern border of this country? I think the chances are that there's some bad intentions there for some of these people.
I don't know if you saw, but Scott Mann and I went and met with Governor DeSantis and briefed this to him, and he said, I've received no threat reporting at all on terrorism from the federal government. So they're not passing anything down to these levels. So anyone who's like, yeah, this is all happening behind the scenes, don't worry, everyone's prepared, our law enforcement knows. Most of the country have never heard Al-Qaeda's planning an attack here.
It sounded like DeSantis actually took it very seriously.
He did. He, the next day, briefed the sheriffs, every sheriff in the state of Florida, and told them there's a potential threat.
I wonder if there's a way to get DeSantis to have a chat with Bill Lee, the governor of Tennessee, to start standing something up like that, because I thought that was genius.
New at noon, Governor DeSantis taking new action in the border crisis.
Biden has the authority to close this border today if he wanted to. He lacks the will to get the job done.
I love seeing you and having you on the show, and then every time you leave, I'm pissed off about everything you're talking about. Sarah writes a weekly intelligence report, all things terrorism. It's in the Shawn Ryan Show newsletter. You can go to ShawnRyanShow.com. There's a sign-up link. It'll be in your inbox.
So what we do is when we get threat information, we pass it to where it belongs. Sometimes the threat is against a foreign government, so we'll send it to maybe like the ambassador at the embassy in Washington, D.C.
Well, wait a minute. How can the Russians be involved? Because there was that big mall attack from ISIS, which if all these networks are connected.
Right. The thing is, just like us, Russia had to go to the Taliban to collect on ISIS and to go against ISIS, just like we do. Northern Afghanistan is run by an individual named Gulmurad Kalimov. He is basically one of the main enemies in the world of Russia. He used to run the Tajikistan Special Forces. He defected to ISIS. And then there is the restoration of the caliphate. So the Syria push is the restoration of the caliphate. The Mali push is the restoration of the caliphate. So he's just doing his father's old goals, but faster, and he's using all the other terrorist groups to make it happen. It's not going to be Al-Qaeda reaching these goals. It's going to be Al-Qaeda, ISIS, whomever.